cold but beautiful evening here in Raceland as the Raceland Rams welcome in the Fairland Dragons and looking for a 5-0 start to the early 2026 campaign. Good evening, everyone. James Carr, happy to have you along with us here tonight on a cold and not a blustery night. Wind not too bad as it has been, but it is certainly colder than what it was yesterday. We went from 80 degrees yesterday into a freeze warning tonight. Welcome to Kentucky weather. But rains throughout much of the day, and, of course, you don't have to worry about rain whenever you've got turf. We will play, and it'll play just perfectly when these two teams square off here tonight. Rams will play their first road game tomorrow, so trying to take a 5-game win streak on the road. Head down to Breathitt County.
So, you sell that.
We'll step out for a break. We'll come back and meet our starting lineups and get you ready for first pitch. It's the Rams and the Dragons. Your coverage here on the Rams Sports Network.
Trust is something earned, not given. For over 90 years, KFB has built trust in your community. We believe our neighborhood is our responsibility. Through our quality service, innovative products, and local decision-making, we are committed to your financial success. Better financials lead to a better life, all with the Better Bank headquartered in Boyd County and serving the tri-state. KFB, the bank you trust and the community you love.
When Faith opened Ram Pharmacy, many said a pharmacy would never make it in Raceland. Too small, not enough traffic, not a prime location. But one man remembered the words, "If I be lifted up, I will draw all men to me." At Ram Pharmacy, you're more than a customer. We care about your mind, body, and soul, and there's no thing we wouldn't do to help you with your healthcare needs. Proud supporters of Raceland Elementary and the high school, go Rams! Give God the praise and do Curtis a favor. Go to church on Sunday. Call 836-RAMS today. Ram Pharmacy, your friend for life. Ison's Cards and Collectibles, located at 214 Main Street in Old Russell, is your headquarters for sports collectibles, along with a huge selection of Funko Pop characters, from sports figures to novelty characters to choose from. Ison's also offers team apparel for pro and collegiate teams and has varsity team jackets available for all local teams with customization available. Ison's features several autographed jerseys for purchase with cards for every set available as well. Stop by Ison's Cards and Collectibles, located on 214 Main Street in Old Russell, and check them out on Facebook. When joint and muscle pains slow you down, let Doc get your body realigned at Johnson Chiropractic. Dr. Shannon Johnson offers a wide variety of treatments from chiropractic care, corrective exercises, and electrical stimulation. Doc also offers DOT exams and drug screens. He also provides pre- and postnatal chiropractic services to help new mothers alleviate stress drug-free. To schedule an appointment, call 606-473-5151 or visit them online at drshannonjohnson.com. That's Johnson Chiropractic's proud supporter of Raceland Athletics.
Back here in Raceland as we get you set for the Rams and the Fairland Dragons here on this cold and late March Friday, final Friday in the month of March, as the Rams will play Monday, Tuesday, Thursday next week. All of those games will be here at home, and then they'll head off to the beach down at Myrtle Beach. Then when they return, it's district seeding games. Greenup County right out of the gate, so that'll start. They'll play their home games on Mondays, their road games on Tuesdays. So busy time as it's going in when everything gets rolling. But so far, Rams have been able to keep things on the time and underway with, of course, the turf here helps it out quite a bit. Let's take a look at our starting lineups. We'll start first with the visitors on the scoreboard, the Fairland Dragons. It'll be the first game of the season for the visiting Dragons. Leading things off and playing shortstop is Tanner Brown. Batting second at second base is Chase LaPoole. Batting third as the pitcher is Josh Gillespie. The cleanup hitter is the first baseman, Nolan Fleming. Batting fifth as the designated hitter is Cole Brown. He'll hit for the left fielder, Maddox Von Ville. Batting sixth and catching is Cyrus Cummings. Batting seventh in right field, Eli Pine. Batting eighth at third base is Mac Clark. And batting ninth in center field is Landon Evans. Brown, LaPoole, Gillespie, Fleming, Brown, Cummings, Pine, Clark, and Evans. And now for Marty Mills is Raceland Rams. A little bit of a shift here this afternoon's matchup. Gunnar Smith will stay in the leadoff spot. He'll play center field. Landon Bloss moves in to the two-hole. He'll play third base today. Brigham Davison moves up to the 3 spot. He'll play first base. Parker Eisen is in the cleanup spot at shortstop. Rest of the things down the way the same. Cade Coldiron batting fifth in left field. Braden King in catching. He'll bat sixth. Michael Pennington plays second base, batting seventh. Sam Lynn is the DH today. He'll hit for the pitcher of Carson Clay. And Aiden Schaefer will round things out in the 9 spot as the right fielder. Smith, Bloss, Davidson, Eisen, Coldiron, King, Pennington, Lind, and Schaefer. Rams will be in the white jerseys tonight with the white vests, black sleeves, and the Fairland Dragons in the green tops and the white bottoms. First time with us here on the channel, hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you see something like. Hit that bell each time we put out new material. We'll alert you to your mobile devices. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook as well as on Instagram, Rams Sports Network. We put a lot of material out there, exclusive interviews with post-game commentary with players, coaches, game recaps. You can find all that stuff right there. And the really cool part of it, a lot of that is being done with students here at Raceland Worthington Schools. That's the fun part of this program, is getting the chance to bring the student side into things. So we've had Bryson Toole that's been doing our interviews. He's unavailable tonight, so Brody Bradshaw will be pinch hitting. Brody will do a great job, I know. Brody's waiting to get behind the microphones, what I'm waiting on. We got to get Brody behind a microphone at some point this year. He's the PA guy here that does all the stuff for baseball and does a good job with it. So, again, the Rams will be on the road tomorrow. They've got a doubleheader down at Breathitt County. They'll play. Let me find my schedule here. A pair of games. First road game for the Rams this year. They've got Estill County tomorrow at 2:30 and then Breathitt County tomorrow at 5. Back here on Monday, Tuesday, West Carter and Sims Valley. Those games are at 6 o'clock. And then they're scheduled to play Portsmouth West on Thursday at 5:30. We will not have that game on the network. But that, again, if the weather holds out right now, Thursday is looking like a wash. It is supposed to rain all day long. And then the Rams off to the Ripken Experience down at Myrtle Beach. They've got 4 games scheduled down there. And then they'll come home on the 13th of April against Greenup County. Greenup County, Russell, Lewis. That's their rotation Monday, Tuesday. And, again, Wednesday is the makeup day if either one of those games gets banged out. They've got a Bath County matchup on the road down in Owingsville on the 23rd, kind of sandwiched in between those 6 district seeding games. And then they'll also have mixed in there with that as well the All-A sectional after they beat Morgan County in the championship game here earlier this week. So they will be the host this year for the matchup against the 15th region. The 15th region hasn't even played their All-A. They won't do it until after they get back from spring break. Latter part of the season, they'll bring in Cabell Midland on May the 2nd, Ashland on the 5th. They go to East Carter on the 6th, Huntington and Fairland again on the 8th and 9th respectfully. And then they've also got Montgomery County on that May 9th Saturday in a baseball triangle. And then they'll close things out at Boyd County on the 12th, at Ashland on the 14th, and then Breathitt County will come to Rams Stadium on May the 15th. Meeting of the minds at home plate as our umpiring crew here this evening. Calling balls and strikes will be James Powers. Brian Coffey will be working the bases. Again, Rams coming off an 11-1 win over Morgan County here Wednesday night for the All-A Championship, their 9th consecutive. Rams fell behind 1-0 in the first, went in order in their home half of the inning, and then rolled off runs in every inning after. 2 in the second and third, 1 in the fourth and fifth, and then exploded for a 5-run 6th inning, including a walk-off double by Braden King. So can the Rams move the season record off to 5-0? And here's early part of the year, and it'll be Johnny Bullpen that's going to be kind of getting the nod here today, as everybody is pretty much available that's not in the normal rotation that could throw an inning or two. The youngster of Carson Clay, the 8th grader, is going to get his first varsity start here tonight, and we'll see who else is in the rotation. But when I texted with Marty today, I kind of kidded. We have a standing joke of on days like this of who is going to pitch, and I just texted him. I said, Johnny Bullpen? He said, you got it. So everybody is available to throw here this evening, and again, on a night like tonight when it is cold, you're not going to try to take a chance of extending anybody out. So everybody that does pitch will be on a pitch count. I would say Clay will probably be around 50 pitches, depending on how he throws and how things are rolling in the ball game. But, again, warmer night, you could probably stretch it out. But the 8th grader, 50 pitches on a cold night, first varsity start, that'll probably be pretty solid. So mixture of sun and clouds. Starting to see the clouds kind of part away a little bit. Like we said, we've been under cloudy skies and rain most of the day, but we're going to start this ball game out around 45 degrees. The good part of it is, though, very little wind. We've had not much wind to speak of. The wind just ever so slightly moving the flags around the mast out there in left center field, but nothing like what we've seen the last couple of days. Yesterday it was gale force warnings as it was moving the wind around from there.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Rams Field for tonight's contest between the Fairland Dragons and your Racing Rams.
So again, the starting lineups once again. We'll start first with Fairland. Tanner Brown will lead things off at shortstop. Chase LaPoole bats second. Josh Gillespie will pitch and bat third. Nolan Fleming's the cleanup hitter at first base. Cole Brown's the designated hitter batting fifth. Again, he'll hit for the left fielder of Maddox Vaughnville. Cyrus Cummings will do the catching, batting sixth. Batting seventh in right field is Eli Pine. Batting eighth at third base is Matt Clark, and batting ninth as center fielder is Landon Evans. And now for the Raceland Rams. Again, same guys in the field, just a little bit different order. Gunnar Smith's in center field leading things off. Landon Bloss plays third, bats second. Brigham Davidson's at first base. He'll bat third. Parker Ison's at shortstop. He'll do the cleanup duties tonight. Cade Coldiron, will bat fifth and play left field. Braden King's doing the catching, batting sixth. Michael Pennington's at second base, batting seventh. Sam Lynn will DH. He'll bat eighth, and Aiden Schaefer will play right field and bat ninth. And again, Lynn will hit for the pitcher of Carson Clay. We'll step out for the national anthem. We'll come back for first pitch. Raceland and Fairland next on the Ram Sports Network.
Life moves fast, and the moments don't wait. The first steps, the first home, the dreams you work so hard for. Where you place your trust matters. At Members Choice Credit Union, we're here for every milestone. Through the hard days, the hopeful days, and everything in between. Your money, your future, your choice.
Since 1992, DSI has been serving their customers with quality products and affordable prices for 33 years. DSI offers a wide variety of gear for your favorite team and also offers wholesale and retail screen printing, embroidery, vinyl, and direct-to-film applications. DSI also welcomes your custom design for your team, business, or anything you may need. Have a vision? Let DSI's custom design team make that vision a reality. For over 30 years, DSI has been the trusted name for quality products and an affordable price. Check them out at 511 Greenup Avenue in Raceland or online at supertees.com. When you find yourself in the need of a lawyer, Blackburn Law should be your first phone call in your time of need. Specializing in bankruptcy, criminal law, family law, and worker disability, Blackburn Law can help guide you every step of the way. Blackburn Law is dedicated to providing exceptional legal services with a personalized touch. For more information, call 606-836-5435 or visit them online at blackburnlaw.net. With over 30 years in experience in representing clients to successful solutions, Blackburn Law is in your corner. That's Blackburn Law, a proud supporter of Raceland Athletics. Ison's Cards and Collectibles, located at 214 Main Street in Old Russell, is your headquarters for sports collectibles, along with a huge selection of Funko Pop characters, from sports figures to novelty characters to choose from. Ison's also offers team apparel for pro and collegiate teams and has varsity team jackets available for all local teams with customization available. Ison's features several autographed jerseys for purchase with cards for every set available as well. Stop by Ison's Cards and Collectibles, located on 214 Main Street in Old Russell, and check them out on Facebook.
As we get you set for first pitch between Raceland and Fairland, James Carr, happy to have you along with us here tonight on the Rams Sports Network. Let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Rams. Left to right, Coldiron, Smith, and Schaefer. Third to first will be Bloss, Ison, Pennington, and Davidson. Brady King will be behind the dish, and the right-hander, eighth grader of Carson Clay, will be on the bump. Clay making his first varsity experience as the starter. Right-hander try to pitch the Rams into another victory, trying to get to 5-0 to start this young season. He'll go to work on the top three of the order for the visiting Dragons, Brown, LaPoole, and Gillespie, as the Dragons playing their first game of the 2026 season. there was a member of the military from the from the state of Kentucky that was killed in one of the crashes over in Iran. Governor Bashir ordered the flags at half staff today. So that's the reason that our flags are flying at half staff. It was a member. I cannot remember I didn't hear the total logistics of it, but I did catch the bits and pieces of it today. Fairland coming off an 8-17 record last year. They were 6-6 in the Ohio Valley Conference. They played Raceland twice, losing 12-2 and 11-0. Both of those games early in the season. They have already scrimmaged once this year. Raceland played them over there early in the year, and then they've got the 2 regular season games here. Again, they'll be back here on the 9th in that triangle with Montgomery County. All right, Tanner Brand will start us off. Shortstop did not have an average last season as the 8th grader of Carson Clay puts us underway and misses downstairs for a ball. And at 6:07, we are underway under a mixture of sun and clouds. 45 degrees, a slight breeze. Not very much, though. Winds kind of coming out of that left field corner, toward that left field corner, I should say. This count misses to 2-0. Brown, LaPoole, and Gillespie. Clay back to work. That one's downstairs, and it's 3 balls and no strikes to the leadoff hitter and the shortstop for the visiting Dragons. Again, typically when you see a new pitcher start, the nerves causes those balls to stay up in the zone. As he splits that one down the middle for a call strike 3-1. Usually not down in the zone. Usually it's either way down, like in the turf down, or most of the time they're high because you're amped up. He fires that one right past him with another fastball and takes the count to 3-2. I like Clay's demeanor. He's ready to go. Peeks to the dugout, gets the ball. Here we go. 3-2 pitch. Fouled away. He's got a good defense behind him, a very veteran staff around the infield and the outfield as both. Another payoff pitch. Off the end of the bat, out toward right field. Schaefer drifting back. He'll make the grab. 1 away. So it brings in Chase LaPoole. LaPoole, 255 hitter last year, had 13 hits, 6 driven in with a double. He walked 8 times. That led the team. This one's fouled straight back over top of the press box, which we are comfortably inside of tonight, I will say. We were not going to stay outside. Yeah, there was a little bit of a possibility, some rain lingering around, and it was it just wasn't beneficial to stay out there and fight that. So we could set everything up inside. We just stayed inside tonight. There's a rocket out into the gap. That one's well struck as Brown's on his horse headed to second base as that one's going to get up against the fence. They'll get this one back in quickly, but it's a 1-out double for Chase LaPoole. He roped that one. Had 1 double last season. He'll start the season off with a double. And now the pitcher, Josh Gillespie. 281 hitter last year, 16 hits, 7 driven in. He tied for the team lead with walks with 8 with LaPoole, who stands at second base. Clay from the stretch for the first time tonight. That one just misses for a ball, 1-0. We'll check scores around Major League Baseball. It's so nice saying that again. Major League Baseball scores. Opening day yesterday. A lot of games, a lot of really good games yesterday as well. This one's up and in, 2-0. My Red Sox getting a 3-0 win over the Redlegs yesterday. That brought Eli's ears up a little bit. The 2-0. That's a called strike. Probably the most unique thing from yesterday was Paul Skeens getting chased in the first inning, giving up 5 runs, the most he'd ever given up in his career in an outing. He did not get out of the first inning. Now, his defense did not help him by any means at the time as well. This one's fouled away. He didn't help himself either. You know, he loaded the bases walking a couple of batters, and then a ball hit to the center field, and his first step was in, and he was burnt. He went get over top of his head, and it was a bases-clearing triple. And then a can of corn hit to the center fielder, and he lost it in the sun, and another run came home. Nice pitch. It just stays up out of the zone. See how it goes to full. Yeah, if you had Skeens on the bingo card yesterday getting chased in the first inning after facing 9 batters, you were a big winner. There's a quick check of the runner. 2 things yesterday I think was a lot of people was probably betting on. Paul Skeens to be a winner against the Mets, and Tyler O'Neill to hit another home run on opening day. He had done it for 8 consecutive years. He did not do so yesterday. Payoff pitch. Misses downstairs, and there's 2 on with 1 out. O'Neill playing now in Baltimore. So now Nolan Fleming comes in. Fleming, a 143 hitter last year, had 1 hit, drove in a run with a walk. So first and second, 1 down for the 8th grader of Carson Clay, looking for a ground ball to get out of this inning. That was at the knees for a call strike. I like his location. He is staying down in the zone. He's been really close to where he wants to be. He's just missed his spots a little bit. Not too badly, though. Most important, staying around the zone. You can do a lot of stuff with that. Fist this one back out toward the mound. Clay will take it himself. They're going to throw back in behind the runner at third, but they'll get the runner at first. It is a productive out as it'll go 1-3 on the putout. There's 2 down in the inning. So now Cole Brown steps in. Brown, the designated hitter, a .310 hitter last year. Best average on the team, 18 hits, 14 driven in. A base hit would give Fairland a pair. He fans at a big breaking ball. 0-1. I'm going to throw that thing again. 2 on, 2 out for the Dragons, threatening here in the visiting first. This one's well struck over into right field, but Aiden Schaefer's on his horse, and he'll run it down. The Dragons threaten, but they can't get any across. We're scoreless as we head to the home first. We turn after this on the Ram Sports Network.
Trust is something earned, not given. For over 90 years, KFB has built trust in your community. We believe our neighborhood is our responsibility. Through our quality service, innovative products, and local decision-making, we are committed to your financial success. Better financials lead to a better life. All with the Better Bank headquartered in Boyd County and serving the tri-state. KFB, the bank you trust and the community you love.
When Faith opened Ram Pharmacy, many said a pharmacy would never make it in Raceland. Too small, not enough traffic, not a prime location. But one man remembered the words, "If I be lifted up, I will draw all men to me." At Ram Pharmacy, you're more than a customer. We care about your mind, body, and soul, and there's no thing we wouldn't do to help you with your healthcare needs. Proud supporters of Raceland Elementary and the high school, go Rams, give God the praise, and do Curtis a favor, go to church on Sunday. Call 836-RAMS today. Ram Pharmacy, your friend for life.
Go to the bottom of inning number 1. Take a look at this last play on the Ison's Cards and Collectibles instant replay. Aiden Schaefer making things look easy out there and right. He jumped on the horse and runs it down in the gap of saving at least 2 runs for sure. Set the defense for the visiting Dragons. It'll be Vaughnville, Evans, and Pine. That's left to right. Third to first will be Clark, Brown, LaPoole, and Fleming. Cyrus Cummings behind the dish, and it'll be the right-hander of Josh Gillespie on the bump. Let's see here. See if Gillespie threw last year. Yeah, he did. He threw in 4 games, had a 6.18 ERA, no record. 10 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned, struck out 4, walked a batter. He'll go to the work on the top 3 of the Rams order. Gunnar Smith, Landon Bloss, and Brigham Davidson. Made that new graphic. I don't know why that's showing up there. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Made that new graphic overnight last night. But I'll look at it in a break. I have an idea where it is. I can't do it when I got to talk to. We'll fix it in a break. Sun's starting to kind of beat through the clouds now and bring up the light here at the stadium. Again, we've been under cloudy skies and rain much of the day.
Now batting for the Rams, the center fielder, number 1.
So Gunnar Smith will lead us off. Smith batting. No, that's not right. You've got something not connected right, my friend. Smith batting .273 on the season. You're on the wrong one. That's why. First pitch in there for a cold strike. That's it. That may be why the other part didn't work too. Nice job down the line. This could be a tough play for Gillespie. He'll flip it to first, and it's not in time. Smith gets down the line in a hurry and a bunt single to lead things off here for the Rams in the home first. Gillespie got there, and the only play he had was a flip. So Smith gets on to lead things off, and now Landon Bloss steps in. Bloss batting .600 on the season, 6 hits, 2 driven in. Had a triple here Wednesday night in the win over Morgan County. Question is not if, it's when Gunnar Smith's going to take off over at first base. A healthy lead there by the Rams junior. And they nearly threw this one over top of Fleming's head on the check of the runner. Smith last season, 17 of 17 on stolen base attempts. The Rams, 108 of 123 as a team. They like to run. Like to put the pressure on the defense as much as they can. There's Bloss showing the bunt. There goes Smith. He got a heck of a jump. This ball's in center field, and luckily coming in behind it is Evans to keep Smith out at second base as he stole that one easily. So Smith swipes his third bag of the season. Now the Rams with a runner in scoring position for Bloss. Looks at a breaking ball that grabs the outer half. 2-1. Gillespie from the belt. Throws a fastball by him and evens things at 2-2. Nice spot there. Oh, excuse me. He struck him out. Okay, my mistake. I must have missed it. They've called a pitch, a strike on the throw down. I thought that was a ball. That's my mistake. Let me go back and fix it then. Yeah, I thought for sure that was a strike or a ball. So Brigham Davidson will step in. I am indoors tonight, so it makes it a little more difficult to see things. That was, by the way, that was Bloss's first strikeout of the season. Davidson, a .375 hitter, 3 hits, a run driven in. He has 1 double this year. Scoreless here in the first. Dragons had 2 runners in scoring position, and Carson Clay wiggled out of the jam. Now the Rams trying to do some damage on the scoreboard of their own after Smith gets on with a bunt single. Still second. Now the Rams with a shuffled order tonight, moving Bloss and Davidson up in the order. Parker Eisen goes down from the 2 to the 4 spot. Smith a healthy lead out there at second base. And he nearly had Gillespie making a throw toward him as he was stuck between, do I take off and go or do I try to get back to the bag before he makes the throw behind him? You've got Brown completely out of position over there. If they could go the opposite way with it, he's got a huge hole on the left side if Davidson could go that way with it. Gillespie a long look back at second as Smith continues to ink away. That one grabs the inside corner in the top half of the zone for a called strike. It's 1-2. Parker Eisen awaits. Gillespie a big deep breath there from the bump. And he hits this one through the left side for a base hit. Smith's going to come around and score easily. It's going to be an RBI single for Brigham Davidson, and the Rams lead at 1-0. Perfectly executed ball right there by the Rams first baseman. Hit it through that big hole over on the left side. And Smith easily to the plate. So now Parker Eisen steps in. Eisen batting 182, 2 hits. Which bats he got? He's got the old blue one back. If this one doesn't work out, I bet we see the yellow one show back up. This one kicks away from the catcher. That's going to send Davidson over to second base. He's going to take a hard turn, but he will stay put out there on the wild pitch. Eisen came off the bench in his final at-bat the other night, went back to Old Trusty, and promptly roped one down the line and left. It was funny, I was talking with his dad after the game. He said, I heard Collier up there talking about my bat. I said, everybody hears me. I can't help it. Here's the 1-0. Little excuse me checker at the plate there is a foul ball. Ball and a strike. Rams plate the first run of the ball game on the RBI single from Brigham Davidson. Gillespie will look back to second as he'll pause and pitch. Davidson's going to move up on another wild pitch. So now the Rams with the second run of the ball game 90 feet away. And in ahead in the count now is Parker Eisen, the Rams shortstop. Gillespie will stay from the stretch with a runner at third base. This one's bunted foul over top of the dugout on the third base side. Eisen last year batted .389. Played in 30 of the 32 games for the Rams. Scored 20 runs, 35 hits, drove in 20, had 4 doubles, walked 13 times, struck out only 8. It was 9 of 13 on the base paths. 2-2. Breaking ball doesn't find the zone as it goes up high, 3-2. It's one thing about on a cold night like this, trying to get a breaking ball to move sometimes is a little more difficult simply because your fingers, they get cold and you can't feel the ball the way you typically would on a warm night. And it's hard to get that movement on the ball. Payoff pitch just misses upstairs for ball 4, and they're at the corners. So to bring in the left fielder of Kate Coldiron. Coldiron doesn't know what this feels like in a first inning, coming up to bat without 2 outs. He's had 5 RBIs on the season, all of them coming with 2 outs in the first inning. Had a bases-clearing triple back in the game against Fairview on Tuesday night in the semifinals. And then in the season opener against Fleming County, had a 2-out, 2 RBI single. At the corners, 1 down. Eisen at first. This one's well down out of the zone. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Catcher Braden King's in the on-deck circle. My God, he called the first one a strike. Jeez, oh, Pete. Here's the 1-1. He offers at that one. This guy's strike call is about the speed of molasses in the middle of an Alaskan winter. So Cold Iron settles back in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 on for the Rams. There goes Eisen. Roller out towards short. It's going to get the run home. They'll throw across. So it'll be a ground out for Cold Iron, but a productive out it is as it brings home the second run of the ball game, and the Rams lead at 2-0.
Now batting for the Rams, the catcher, number 32.
So Cold Iron picks up his 6th RBI of the season. And now with 1 on and 2 out, the catcher Braden King comes in. King clinched the win here in the All-A Championship against Morgan County with a walk-off RBI double to win it 11-1. He lifts this one to deep left field, but right there's Vaughnville. He's got room. He'll settle under it, make the catch, and that'll end the inning. The Rams leave 1, but they get 2. They lead at 2-0 as we head to the top of inning number 2. We return after this on the Ram Sports Network.
Since 1992, DSI has been serving their customers with quality products and affordable prices for 33 years. DSI offers a wide variety of gear for your favorite team and also offers wholesale and retail screen printing, embroidery, vinyl, and direct-to-film applications. DSI also welcomes your custom design for your team, business, or anything you may need. Have a vision? Let DSI's custom design team make that vision a reality. For over 30 years, DSI has been the trusted name for quality products at an affordable price. Check them out at 511 Greenup Avenue in Raceland or online at supertees.com. When joint and muscle pain slow you down, let Doc get your body realigned at Johnson Chiropractic. Dr. Shannon Johnson offers a wide variety of treatments from chiropractic care, corrective exercises, and electrical stimulation. Doc also offers DOT exams and drug screens. He also provides pre- and postnatal chiropractic services to help new mothers alleviate stress drug-free. To schedule an appointment, call 606-473-5151 or visit them online at drshannonjohnson.com. That's Johnson Chiropractic's proud supporter of Raceland Athletics.
2-0 Rams as we go to the top of inning number 2. 6, 7, and 8 due up this inning for the Dragons. Cummings, Pine, and Clark. Quick peek in at scores in Major League Baseball. One game currently underway. Yankees leading the Giants 3-0 out in the Bay. Later games today, Athletics are in Toronto. Colorado's at Miami, Kansas City, and Atlanta, and in the Angels and Houston. Detroit's in San Diego tonight at 9:40. Cleveland's in Seattle at 9:45. And then game 2 of the opening series with the Dodgers and the Diamondbacks get going tonight at 10:10. Red Sox and Reds will go game 2 tomorrow, and then game 3 up in Cincinnati on Sunday. So the catcher, Cyrus Cummings, starts off. He looks at a changeup that's in there for a called strike, 0-1. This one's off the turf. I've been looking at this shot since the time we've gone. That little spot right there off to the on your screen to the left side of the catcher, that would look great with a Rams Sports Network logo right there. Now, what we need to do is we need to do it like the big networks. We need to put a green screen back there, and we can just superimpose, and we can rotate in sponsors' logos. Listen to me, Marty Mills. I've got some ideas for you. We got big things working here. 2-1, just low and out outside, 3-1. That's the thing. If you ever go to a ballpark, in a big league ballpark, and look at the spots behind home plate, there will be times that there's logos that come up there for sponsors. There will be other times that you will see nothing but a green screen. It's just a green box there. And when that happens, the network actually superimposes in the logo that goes there based off of what their network spots are. Here's the payoff pitch. This one's fouled away. Now, the interesting thing with that, too, is that you got to be careful when you That's about the third time, by the way, that spider's done a lap. We have a spider right now doing a lap around one of our monitors, and it's going down, up, and around. This one's in the dirt, or in the turf, I should say, ball 4, and a leadoff walk to Cummings. And as I was going back to that box, got to be careful because when you take away the green, you got to get a team here like Fairland. Next thing you know, you'll have batters out there with heads and legs, no bodies in between them because they'll be chroma keyed out. Right fielder Eli Pine steps in. Pine did not have a varsity at-bat last season. Clay pitching with a 2-0 lead. Wants a ground ball here and he gives him a double play. And he's missed low on his last couple of pitches. Rams got their first double play here Wednesday night in the win over Morgan County. Little 4-6-3 action. Cummings takes another step over at first base with Davidson holding. And the Rams will play on the road for the first time of the season tomorrow down at Breathitt County. Estill County and Breathitt County in a doubleheader. They're playing a triangle down there. Lefty action down in the bullpen for Fairland. Looks like that's Fleming. Right now, Clay can't find the strike zone as he's thrown another ball and 6 straight. Right-hander set from the belt. Gets a swing and a miss. That's plate discipline 101 right there. You got a guy that's not been able to find the zone. Don't take the bat off the shoulder and try to help him out. That's Fleming down in the bullpen warming for the Dragons. Cummings takes another bit of a lead as, again, down in the turf. And nice job there by King to keep that one in front of him as the count goes to 3-1. Missing my color commentator tonight. He said he couldn't come. It was too cold. It's a weenie. Yeah. He's watching this at home is what he's doing. 3-1 pitch, chopped foul over to the Rams dugout. My wife's out in the elements tonight. She's battling the cold, but she is well protected. She has probably got a heated blanket underneath that jacket with her tonight. 3-2. Fouled away. We'll try it again. The problem of it is we're getting ready to go on a cruise for spring break, and she was asking last night, she goes, "You think I can take my heated blanket with us?" I said, "We are not going to the Caribbean with a heated blanket." I said, "It's going to be 88 degrees for God's sakes." Three balls, 2 strikes. The right fielder, Pine. Soft chopper back up the middle. Ison not going to be able to make a play on it, and it's going to be runners at first and second, but nobody out. Infield single for Pine. As Ison was playing back at double play depth, and by the time he got there and tried to make it off the hop, it just kind of caromed out of the glove and puts both runners on. So now Matt Clark, the third baseman, did not have a varsity at-bat last season as well. Let's see if the Dragons try to stay swingy or try to go a little small ball here with 2 on and nobody out. He'll spot one on the outside corner for a called strike, 0-1. Back-to-back innings, the Dragons have had runners on base. They left runners in scoring position at second and third in the first. They've got them at first and second, but nobody out here in the second, down 2-0. That was a called strike at the knees. Was a very generous call. Luckily, there's no ABS in high school baseball. I was looking at the stats yesterday, the ABS system, the batting challenge system that's in Major League Baseball now. 61.9% of the challenges yesterday was upheld. And a dagger for the strikeout on the Johnson's Chiropractic strikeout for Carson Clay, his first of the ball game. Nice pitch as he comes inside at the belt for the first down of the inning. So Landon Evans, the center fielder, steps in. 2 RBIs and 4 walks last year, but went hitless. He fouls this one off the end of the bat. And that's 61.9% of the challenges that was upheld yesterday, as by the way. Some of those you could probably throw an asterisk about, but there was one of the games I was watching last night. It was the Cardinals and the Rays, and it was the Cardinals were up. They had runners on board for the Rays. There was 2 outs, and it was a 3-2 count, and the pitch missed for ball 4, and the catcher immediately turned and used their challenge at that point. What do you have to lose at that spot? This one's bunted down the first base side. Clay will field and throw. Nice job, but the sacrifice is complete. And now both runners in scoring position for the Dragons with 2 down. 2 things that I think you see from the ABS system is, one, how much of an eye for the true strike zone that the batters and the hitters truly have. And 2, how many times that the umpires, when they do miss, they don't miss by a whole lot. So Tanner Brown steps in. He flew out to right his first time through. 2 on, 2 out, 2-0 Rams here in the visiting second. Clay will pause from the belt, and he'll step toward third, and airmails it. Throws it all the way down the line. It's going to bring home a run. And the Dragons are on the scoreboard. So the error on the pitcher. And that brings the tying run now 90 feet away from home plate. That's one of the things that the youngster will learn. There's moments in games that stuff that worked at a younger level doesn't work when you get to the big leagues. He comes right back with a strike there, 1-1. I like his form. Stays well within the zone. Has 2 pitches that he's been really relying on that's been good. Has been able to work in a third pitch, but that pitch right there, that's an unhittable pitch to a right-hander. Down and away, and if they do get a bat on it, typically that ball is a foul ball, but you're not going to get hurt there. That's on the ground. Let's see if he goes back to that spot again. He comes back in there and gets it, and a Johnson chiropractic strikeout to end the inning. Clay wiggles out of the jam again, but they get one across. It's 2-1 as we head to the bottom of inning number 2 after this on the Ram Sports Network.
When you find yourself in the need of a lawyer, Blackburn Law should be your first phone call in your time of need. Specializing in bankruptcy, criminal law, family law, and worker disability, Blackburn Law can help guide you every step of the way. Blackburn Law is dedicated to providing exceptional legal services with a personalized touch. For more information, call 606-836-5435 or visit them online at blackburnlaw.net. With over 30 years in experience in representing clients to successful solutions, Blackburn Law is in your corner. That's Blackburn Law, a proud supporter of Raceland Athletics.
Life moves fast, and the moments don't wait. The first steps, the first home, the dreams you work so hard for. Where you place your trust matters. At Members Choice Credit Union, we're here for every milestone. Through the hard days, the hopeful days, and everything in between. Your money, your future, your choice.
We head to the top or bottom of inning number 2, 2-1, Raceland in front. New pitcher on the bump as the first baseman Fleming will come in. Pennington, Lind, and Schaefer will go this inning. The catcher Cummings will go to first base, and Gillespie will crawl in behind the plate. So Rams 7, 8, and 9. Pennington, Lind, and Schaefer. Big lefty coming on for Fairland. Fleming last year worked 16 and two-thirds innings of work. Had a 1-1 record with a 7.14 ERA. Made 10 appearances. He gave up 25 hits, 26 runs, 17 of those were earned, struck out 22, walked 9. Gave up 3 home runs of the 5 total given up from the pitching staff for the Dragons.
Now batting for the Rams, the second baseman, number 3, Michael Pennington.
So the Rams' second baseman, Michael Pennington, will lead us off, a 182 hitter. Pennington with some good pop in his bat. He looks at a fastball up and away from the lefty. This will be the first lefty that the Rams have faced this season. Everybody's been righties so far. Good to see a southpaw here early in the year. The 1-0. That one's fouled off the mitt. Count evens at a ball and a strike. Two 2-1 Rams here in the home second. Carson Clay wiggled out of a jam there in the second inning to keep the damage at only 1 run, as the Dragons have stranded 3 runners on base, all of them in scoring position. Southpaw back to work with a 2-1 delivery. Fouled away on the first base side. Count evens at 2-2. Both teams with 2 hits. Rams exploded for 13 in that win over Morgan County here. This one's well hit out to center, into the gap. This one's going to find green grass and go up against the wall. Pennington's on his horse. He wants 3 around second base easily. He'll motor in out to third base with a leadoff triple. So Michael Pennington turns on the Jets and comes up big. Had a triple last year. And starts things off here in the home second with a triple in the gap in right center. So now Sam Lynn comes in, 286 hitter. Lynn swinging from the left-handed side. Lynn's drove in a couple of runs this season. Does a good job of pulling to that first base side and doing a job of hitting through a hole. Right now, just trying to do what he needs to do to bring home that run from third and answer back here in a Rams 2-1 lead in the second. Aiden Schaefer in the on-deck circle will go next. Fleming's ready to go as Lynn digs back in. 2-0 gets us down the third base side. It's going to be a tough play, and it's going to end up being an infield single. Clark was coming down the line with Pennington. He can't make the play. Everybody's safe. It's 3-1 Raceland. Nice bunt there by Sam Lind. So he'll pick up RBI number 3 on the season. And now Aiden Schaefer in. Throw down to second, and nobody's there. Lynn gets in there safely as LaPoule was kind of running late to get there just to knock the ball down. So the Rams with a runner now in scoring position. And Aiden Schaefer ahead in the count 1-0. This one's fouled away as even the count at 1-1. So Pennington with the leadoff triple. Lind brings him home on the infield bunt single. Rams with 4 hits thus far in the ball game. Schaefer, the left-handed throwing right fielder, swings it from the right side. That was a nice pitch at the letters for a called strike 1 and 2. Beautiful evening after all the rain we saw today, but just a little on the cool side tonight as we're down in the 40s. It's crazy after being 80 yesterday. 1-2 pitch. Beautiful spot on the outside corner for a called strike 3 as Schaefer gets caught looking. So back to the top of the order we go, and Gunnar Smith. Smith a bunt single, his first time up tonight. Lind out at second. Rams in front 3-1. Nice pitch. It runs down and away for a ball, though, as Smith will lay off. Fleming a check of the runner. Comes to the plate. He was very close right there to a balk. You saw the head shake there. Might have gotten a little nudge from his dugout. Said, hey, make sure you get a pause there because he went very quick. The southpaw will look back to second base with a pause this time. Comes in on the hands. 2-1 to Gunnar Smith. Again, up 2-0, you don't find the pitch you want, you lay off of it. Plenty of room there to do whatever you want to do in the at-bat. Three balls and a strike to the Rams center fielder. And the Rams scheduled for a pair of home games on Monday and Tuesday. You got West Carter coming in on Monday, Sims Valley on Tuesday. And on the first road game of the year, tomorrow, down at Breathitt County. There's a ball tailing away from the fielders over on the right side, and it'll get out of play. The count goes to full, a new life for Gunnar Smith. Now, talking to Marty Mills at the beginning of the season, one of the things he talked about was the ability to schedule a lot of home games in March and early April, and he said he likes to do it that way simply because you don't run into the issues of rainouts, where a lot of teams that have grass infields and dirt infields, that you get the issue of you get rain like what we've got today, you're not playing this evening. You can have a torrential downpour here for 18 hours, 45 minutes, and you're ready to play ball. So he said he purposely schedules a lot of home games in the first half of the season just because you don't worry about losing games with rainouts, that maybe you can't find a date to squeeze back in at the latter part of the season. Another payoff pitch to Smith, and he's down swinging for the second out of the inning. So back-to-back strikeouts for Fleming. And now Landon Bloss comes in, a strikeout victim his first time through today. That one's downstairs for a ball. Two and 0. That one's to the backstop, and that's going to move Sam Lynn 90 feet away from home plate. So Bloss ahead 3-0. Does have one walk on the season. Has been plunked by a pitch in every game, I believe. 3-0 to Bloss. That's right down Broadway, a called strike. Raceland this season has been a ball magnet from opposing pitching. They've been hit by 14 pitches. Aiden Schaefer and Cade Coldarn leads the team with 3. 3-1 to Bloss. Hits this one back up the middle, and that one's going to find its way through into center field for a base hit. An RBI single for Bloss. It's 4-1 Raceland. Little seeing eye single there. They got past Fleming, and before Brown could get to it. So Bloss keeps his hot streak going. And now Brigham Davidson comes in. Davidson RBI single. His first time through today. And go back to what I was saying about Bloss. I was mistaken. I was thinking of another player. He's only been hit once this season instead of the 3 that I thought had been. Nice pitch at the knees. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rams getting 2 more back here in the home second. Lead out to 3. Bloss with good speed over at first base. There he goes. It's a called strike, and the catcher can't handle the throw, so Bloss will steal second base without the throw. Davidson's in a 1-2 count now with 2 down here in the inning. Bloss got a great jump there on the lefty. Parker Ison would go next if Davidson can keep the inning alive. 1-2 pitch, tries to sneak it in upstairs and just misses high. 2's wild across the board now. Two. Back up the middle, another base hit. It's going to turn into be a 2-out RBI single. Davidson's going to try to head out to second base. He'll move up on the throw, and it's 5-1 Rams.
Now batting for the Rams, the shortstop, number 2, Parker Ison.
So Davidson 2 for 2 with a pair of RBIs. And now Parker Ison had a walk his first time through. And first, before we get him, we'll get a visit to the mound, and I believe that's going to be it for Mr. Fleming. So a call to the bullpen for the Dragons. Again, first game of the season. That's number 29 on this game for Nolan Fleming. So a pitching change coming up for Fairland when we return after this on the Ram Sports Network.
Trust is something earned, not given. For over 90 years, KFB has built trust in your community. We believe our neighborhood is our responsibility. Through our quality service, innovative products, and local decision-making, we are committed to your financial success. Better financials lead to a better life, all with the Better Bank headquartered in Boyd County and serving the tri-state. KFB, the bank you trust and the community you love.
When Faith opened Ram Pharmacy, many said a pharmacy would never make it in Raceland. Too small, not enough traffic, not a prime location. But one man remembered the words, "If I be lifted up, I will draw all men to me." At Ram Pharmacy, you're more than a customer. We care about your mind, body, and soul, and there's no thing we wouldn't do to help you with your healthcare needs. Proud supporters of Raceland Elementary and the high school, go Rams, give God the praise, and do Curtis a favor, go to church on Sunday. Call 836-RAMS today. Ram Pharmacy, your friend for life.
All right, call to the bullpen for the Fairland Dragons as the first baseman Cummings is now going to go to the bump, so Fleming will go back to first base. Cummings last year did not pitch. So he'll inherit a runner out at second base that still belongs to Fleming. With 2 down in the inning. So Parker Ison to come to plate. Had a walk his first time through. Rams leading this one 5-1. And again, the book is still open on Fleming, who goes back to his position at first base. Again, looking at the pitching staff for Fairland, they are using the one earbud that they're connecting with the dugout. Again, that's one-way communication. The catcher also has that same communication system in as well. So it's a wireless, like an AirPod almost, that you see him adjusting there in his ear. And then the catcher has the packet, the radio packet on his belt, and then has the earpiece that comes up into his, underneath his catcher's mask as well, so he can hear the pitch calls. All right, so Eisen will settle in. 2 down, runner at second base. His second at bat here in the ballgame. That's the way you start things off. Cummings spiked about 5 of his 10 warm-up pitches to the backstop, and the first pitch he throws is a two-seam fastball that hits the bottom of the zone with a called strike. Saw Carson Clay over there warming up in this extended inning on this cold night. This one kicks away from the catchers. It's down and in, and moving up 90 feet is Brigham Davidson. So count evens at 1-1, but another Raceland run stands 90 feet away from the plate. Already 3 across for the Rams, looking for more. Eisen would like to come through here in a big part of the inning and keep the inning alive. Nice spot on the outer half. 1-2 to the Rams shortstop. Kate Coldiron would go next if the inning would continue. 5-1 Raceland. 5 runs, 6 hits, an error. The 1-2. Hacked foul. Again, Davidson still belongs to Fleming over there at third base. So the book still is open on the southpaw that started the inning. The 1-2. In the turf. That one's past the catcher. Here comes Davidson. He'll come in easily, and the Rams make it 6-1. So another wild pitch by Cummings. So that will close the book on Fleming now. So Gillespie goes 1 inning of work. 2 hits, 2 runs. They were earned. He struck out and walked a batter. Fleming goes 2/3 of an inning. 4 hits, 4 runs, all earned. Struck out 2, did not walk a batter. 2-2 to Eisen in the turf, and it's a full count. 4 runs across in the frame for the Rams. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 down here in the second. Payoff pitch. Ball 4. And Eisen's on board for the second time today. And now Kate Coldiron in.
Now batting for the Rams, the left fielder, number 7, Cade Coldiron.
Coldiron a ground out to short that brought home a run his first time through this evening. Just misses up and in. Braden King in the on-deck circle would go next. Eisen leaks away from the bag over there at first. There he goes. And he's in easily with another stolen base. So a Rams runner at scoring position with 2 down in the inning. Good look there at the senior shortstop for the Rams. Only 2 seniors on this year's roster. He and Pennington. 2 middle infielders. Coldiron, a junior. Looks at a big slider down and away, making a heck of a comeback after an ACL injury last season. He's got off to a good start here in the early part of the 2026 campaign. He sits ahead 2 balls and a strike, 2 down in the inning. Again, the Rams, if they get King to the plate, they'll bat around. This is the 8th batter of the inning. There goes the runner, and it's fouled away. Rams trying to go with a little hit-and-run action there. Eisen had a great jump out there at second base. So 2's wild across the board. Rams in front 6-1. There goes Eisen to third, and he's in easily. So Eisen swipes a pair of bags, and now the 7th run of the ballgame, 90 feet away, and a full count at the plate to Cade Coldiron. Coldiron has only walked once this season. Here's the payoff pitch. And he fouls it away. Eli made it. He did make a great. He was right on that one too. Now again, if the ball comes straight back on the netting though, and anybody up front of us flinches, you're out. You have to immediately leave the press box. Here's the 3-2 again. Coldiron will hang around. I get the big kick out of people that sit at ball games and you see them on TV and they're sitting right behind the backstop and a foul ball goes straight on the neck and they look like they've seen a ghost. They jump out of their skin. So that you should automatically have to be removed from that point, from that seat. Payoff pitch again, and he gets Coldiron down swinging. But a good inning for the Rams. They'll plate 4 on 4 hits. They leave a runner 6-1 through 2. Back after this on the Rams Sports Network.
Ison's Cards and Collectibles, located at 214 Main Street in Old Russell, is your headquarters for sports collectibles, along with a huge selection of Funko Pop characters, from sports figures to novelty characters to choose from. Ison's also offers team apparel for pro and collegiate teams and has varsity team jackets available for all local teams with customization available. Ison's features several autographed jerseys for purchase with cards for every set available as well. Stop by Ison's Cards and Collectibles, located on 214 Main Street in Old Russell, and check them out on Facebook.
Trust is something earned, not given. For over 90 years, KFB has built trust in your community. We believe our neighborhood is our responsibility. Through our quality service, innovative products, and local decision-making, we are committed to your financial success. Better financials lead to a better life. All with the Better Bank, headquartered in Boyd County and serving the tri-state. KFB, the bank you trust and the community you love.
Top of the third inning. 2, 3, and 4 due up this inning for the visiting Dragons. It'll be LaPoole, Gillespie, and Fleming. My wife is putting on more layers. You know, you need to be able to at least move. You're going to look like Ralphie's little brother off of Christmas Story. Well, you know, the good thing would be is if you would be out there on your camera, not in here talking to us and drinking water. I'm not paying you to look at me. I'm paying you to work. Go to work. Jeez, oh, Pete. It's so hard to get good help anymore. We're going to have to bring Charlie Morrison back. Yeah, we're done. Goodbye. Jace LaPoole steps in. Had a double his first time through. Count evens at 1-1. Long break there from Clay as he tried loose out on the side of the dugout there for the Rams. And coming up on pitch number 50 here, pretty close. I would say this would probably be his last inning, depending on how things go in this one. Here's the 1-2. Spikes this one in the turf as it gets past the catcher and over toward the first base or the third base dugout. Count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. LaPoole gapped one his first time through tonight. Clay back to work. Hard hit ball inside the third base line and down in the corner. LaPoole makes the turn. He's out to second base, and he'll slide in head first with no reason. But a leadoff double for him, his second of the ball game. pulled the hands in and roped it right down the third base line and down into the left field corner. Good start to his 26th campaign. 2 for 2 and 2 doubles. So now Josh Gillespie started on the mound, is now behind the dish. Walked his first time through tonight. The pause on the pitch. Grabs the bottom half. 1-1. Yankees lead the San Francisco Giants 3-0, bottom of the ninth. Bronx Bombers looking for their second consecutive win to start the season. Opened up the first day of baseball with a win over the Giants. Here's the 1-2. They'll spin back firstly and check the runner at second base. The eighth grader from the belt. Breaking ball in there, called strike 3. It's a Johnson chiropractic strikeout. We'll take a look at it on the Ison's Cards and Collectibles instant replay as he carves up his third batter of the ball game. Now Nolan Fleming in. Nice pitch at the knees. Fleming a ground out back to Clay on the bump. Fleming started at first, pitched 2/3 of an inning, and now back over to first base. Lifts this one over on the left side. Cold Iron has a beat on it. He'll make a running catch there on the line and keep the runner out at second base. You know, that's a pretty nice job of the camera operator there, probably bundled up in about 6 layers of clothing. I don't know how she was able to move that fast. I don't know why she acts like it's so cold. Is it cold up here, guys? It doesn't feel cold up here at all. It's kind of cozy, actually. Here's Brown in. He's 0 for 1. Lined out to Schaefer on a running catch to end the first. First pitch breaking ball in there for a cold strike. Been really, really pleased with what I've seen from Carson Clay here today. This young man has, for his first varsity start, has looked the part and has done a good job of staying around the zone and letting his team work behind him. As this one kicks away from King at the plate, LaPoole's going to swipe third base on the nice throw from King. It was right on the spot. But LaPoole, no hesitation. So now can Clay get out of the inning and leave another runner stranded for the Dragons at third base. Chopper over to third. Bloss, no problem. He'll let it fly, and the inning is over. We head to the bottom of inning number 3. 6-1 Rams. Back after this on the Ram Sports Network.
When Faith opened Ram Pharmacy, many said a pharmacy would never make it in Raceland. Too small, not enough traffic, not a prime location. But one man remembered the words, "If I be lifted up, I will draw all men to me." At Ram Pharmacy, you're more than a customer. We care about your mind, body, and soul, and there's no thing we wouldn't do to help you with your healthcare needs. Proud supporters of Raceland Elementary and the high school, go Rams, give God the praise, and do Curtis a favor, go to church on Sunday. Call 836-RAMS today. Ram Pharmacy, your friend for life. Since 1992, DSI has been serving their customers with quality products and affordable prices for 33 years. DSI offers a wide variety of gear for your favorite team and also offers wholesale and retail screen printing, embroidery, vinyl, and direct-to-film applications. DSI also welcomes your custom design for your team, business, or anything you may need. Have a vision? Let DSI's custom design team make that vision a reality. For over 30 years, DSI has been the trusted name for quality products and an affordable price. Check them out at 511 Greenup Avenue in Raceland or online at supertees.com.
Bottom of the third inning, 6-1 Rams. King, Pennington, and Lind do up this inning. Rams 6 runs on 6 hits. Fairland 1 run on 3 hits. They've stranded a small army on the base paths as Carson Clay has left 4 on the bases for the visiting Dragons, and all of them have been in scoring position. So Cyrus Cummings will come back out to start the third, working on the bottom half of the order of King Pennington and Lind.
Now batting for the Rams, the catcher, number 32, Braden King.
So King will start us off. Flew out to left his first time through. Get a little bit of sunshine that's peeking through the clouds. King, those 2 hits against Morgan County, including the walk-off here on Wednesday night, when the Rams picked up their 9th consecutive 16th Region All-A championship. Nice pitch at the knees to start the inning off with a called strike. Here's the 0-1 to King. That one hits him. So King hit for the 3rd time this season. That ties the team lead. And I would let's see who we get. Either Castle or, nope, it's going to be the other runner, Bryden Bush. So the courtesy runner for the catcher, Bryden Bush, comes in. Michael Pennington steps in. Sorry, Michael, I put your stuff down and didn't put everything with it. Pennington laced a triple into the gap in right center his first time through. Bush with good speed over at first base. Called strike. Throw was nowhere close. So Bush into second base with a stolen base. Now Pennington with a chance for an RBI. Already got 2 on the season. I'd like to trade places with Bush out there at second base here to start the third. Sun blanketed in sunshine, or field blanketed in sunshine, I should say. That one goes behind him. Not certain the pitch selection that was, but it certainly was coming out of the hand of Cummings as he was starting toward the plate. The 1-1. This one slapped out toward right. Tagging is Bush. He'll come to third base with no throw. So a productive out for Michael Pennington as it moves the runner up to third base with 1 out here in the third.
Now batting for the Rams, the designated hitter, number 18, G. Floyd.
So we got a pinch hitter for Lind as Graydon Floyd will step in. Floyd batting .667 on the season. He about took one out of here Wednesday night on a big ball into the gap out in left center field. That one hopped over the wall. Up and in, 1-1. Yankees have gone to 2-0 on the season with a 3-0 win over the Giants today. Colorado and Miami just getting underway, scoreless down in Florida. The 1-1. Breaking ball just misses. 2 balls and a strike. Floyd 2 hits, a double, 4 driven in. Hits this one to the right side. The pull will scoop and throw. It will get the runner home. So the job is well done, and it's 7-1 Raceland. So an RBI ground out from Floyd, but he gets the runner home. So now the bases are empty for Aiden Schaefer. Schaefer, a strikeout victim, his first time through today. Chops this one to third. Clark's going to have to hustle. He can't make it. So he's going to bobble this ball, and Schaefer will be aboard on the air.
Now batting for the Rams, the center fielder, number 1, Gunnar Smith.
So Gunnar Smith steps in. Smith 1 for 2. Struck out his last time through. Great speed with Schaefer over at first base. Schaefer last year a perfect 16 of 16 on the bases. There he goes, and they're not even going to make a throw toward him. And Schaefer will take the bag without a throw. So the Rams with a 2-out runner in scoring position, leading at 7-1 here in the home third. The junior waits from the right side. This one moves him off the plate, misses down and in, 2-0. 7 runs on 6 hits for the Rams, 1 run on 3 hits for the Dragons, 2 of those from Chase LaPoule, both doubles. Here's the 2-0. Down and in, and nice stop there by the catcher. Gillespie picks that one out of the turf. But Smith way ahead now, 3-0. Lane DeBlanc in the on-deck circle. Again, shuffling the lineup around just slightly. Bloss and Davidson moved up a spot each, and they moved Eisen into the cleanup spot. 3-0 pitch, hack toward the left side. This is going to be a tough play. Brown will backhand it, but will have no chance of making a throw to Smith. The runner does move up on the play, so they're at the corners with 2 down in the inning. That was a heads-up play by Brown. If he tries to make that throw from that position, he doesn't have a chance to make the throw, and if he does, takes a chance of throwing it away. And that might be it for Cyrus Cummings, as he's at 29 pitches. As the skipper for the Dragons comes out, and we will have a bullpen call to the bullpen, excuse me. We'll step out for a break. It's 7-1 Rams, and a call for the bullpen for the Dragons. We return after this on the Rams Sports Network.
Since 1992, DSI has been serving their customers with quality products and affordable prices for 33 years. DSI offers a wide variety of gear for your favorite team and also offers wholesale and retail screen printing, embroidery, vinyl, and direct-to-film applications. DSI also welcomes your custom design for your team, business, or anything you may need. Have a vision? Let DSI's custom design team make that vision a reality. For over 30 years, DSI has been the trusted name for quality products and an affordable price. Check them out at 511 Greenup Avenue in Raceland or online at supertees.com. When joint and muscle pain slow you down, let Doc get your body realigned at Johnson Chiropractic. Dr. Shannon Johnson offers a wide variety of treatments from chiropractic care, corrective exercises, and electrical stimulation. Doc also offers DOT exams and drug screens. He also provides pre- and postnatal chiropractic services to help new mothers alleviate stress drug-free. To schedule an appointment, call 606-473-5151 or visit them online at drshannonjohnson.com. That's Johnson Chiropractic's proud supporter of Raceland Athletics.
Call to the bullpen for the visiting Dragons as the second baseman Chase LaPoule is going to take on the Rams here with 2 down and a third. LaPoule last year appeared in 1 game. Did not record an out. Actually, no, somebody's put him into a game that he actually didn't go, so he did not appear last year. Defensive changes will be for this. The third baseman, Clark's going to come out of the ball game. My guess is he's headed down to the bullpen to probably start to throw. He'll be the next guy to throw. So Pine is going to move from right to third. Napier has come on for Clark. He'll play second base, and Cummings is going to go from the mound to right field. So again, around the horn, it'll be Pine, Brown, Napier. Okay, so Cummings is actually going to go to center field now. Evans is going to move over and play right. So Vaughnville, Cummings, and Evans, that's left to right. All right, 2 on for the Rams. 2 down, and Landon Bloss at the plate, 1 for 2. First pitch misses down and away for a ball. Schaefer's over at third. Smith at first. Good speeds around the base paths for the Rams. Bloss had a RBI single his last time, throwing a ball right back up the middle. There goes the runner. Bloss hits this one over to right. Evans drifting toward the line will make the catch, and that'll end the inning. Rams leave a pair, but they get one more. 7-1 through 3. We're back after this on the Ram Sports Network.
When joint and muscle pain slow you down, let Doc get your body realigned at Johnson Chiropractic. Dr. Shannon Johnson offers a wide variety of treatments from chiropractic care, corrective exercises, and electrical stimulation. Doc also offers DOT exams and drug screens. He also provides pre- and postnatal chiropractic services to help new mothers alleviate stress drug-free. To schedule an appointment, call 606-473-5151 or visit them online at drshannonjohnson.com. That's Johnson Chiropractic's proud supporter of Raceland Athletics. When you find yourself in the need of a lawyer, Blackburn Law should be your first phone call in your time of need. Specializing in bankruptcy, criminal law, family law, and worker disability, Blackburn Law can help guide you every step of the way. Blackburn Law is dedicated to providing exceptional legal services with a personalized touch. For more information, call 606-836-5435 or visit them online at blackburnlaw.net. With over 30 years in experience in representing clients to successful solutions, Blackburn Law is in your corner. That's Blackburn Law, a proud supporter of Raceland Athletics.
We head to the top of inning number 4, 7-1 Raceland. And a new pitcher on the bump for the Raceland Rams. It's going to be the right-hander of Easton Castle. Castle also an 8th grader here tonight, making his first varsity appearance. I should say the first varsity appearance from the bump, as he has been working as a courtesy runner for the Rams through their first 4 games, but he'll get his first opportunity to pitch here this evening. He'll go to work on the bottom half of the order. Cummings, Pine, and Napier, the 3 scheduled to hit. So Cyrus Cummings will walk his first time through. Big wide stance there for Cummings, who started behind the plate, went to the mound, and then went to out to center field. Nice play by Parker Eisen for the first out here in the 4th. Good way for Mr. Castle to start things off as well. So Eli Pine, 1 for 1. Singled on a ball that was just a short hopper over to short that Eisen was settled back on double play depth and trying to get to it. There was just no play and kind of juggled it when he got to it anyway. So he stuck it in the back pocket and hung on to it. Final line on Clay goes 3 innings, 3 hits, 1 run that was unearned, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks. And he stranded 4 runners on base, all of them in scoring position. Down and away, 2-1. See if Napier hits when he comes up, or Clark will re-enter for that position. 2-1 pitch, fanned and missed, 2-2. Again, if you're just joining us here on the channel, be sure to subscribe with us on Facebook and Instagram, and follow us here on YouTube as well. 2-2 pitch. Slow roller back up the middle. Pennington gets around it. He'll juggle and make a throw, and a nice play it is for Michael Pennington. That's a tough play, and the senior second baseman made it look easy. And it was probably lucky for the Rams there that Castle, when he threw the glove out there, didn't get a piece of it. as it probably would have taken any chance of doing something with that ball away. So Napier steps in for his first at-bat. His first varsity at-bat, and he's quickly down 0-2. Come on, Mr. Castle. Give me 9 pitches here. Right-hander back to work and throws it over his back. He says, spit on your 9 pitches, Mr. Broadcaster. I want 10. That was just a setup pitch is what it was. He was just trying to move him off the plate so he could go to that pitch away. Two's wild across the board. Castle checks the wristband. He'll go back to work. The 2-2. Misses downstairs. 3-2. Base is empty. 2 down. Castle trying to work a clean 4th here in relief. The payoff pitch comes right at him, and it's fouled away. Napier settles in. A payoff pitch again. And it's fisted foul. Eli had a beat on that. I mean, that was lightning quick reaction there. I don't even think it got to the netting. Eli was already on it. 7-1 Rams here in the 4th. Another payoff pitch from Castle. Goes down and away and misses low, ball 4. So after getting him 0-2, he'll give up the 2-out walk. Evans fouls this one straight back. Evans, a sacrifice bunt, his first time through today. Top of the order awaiting in the on-deck circle if he reaches. Castle tries to sneak that one in on the top half of the zone, but misses high, 1-1. Colorado, Miami scoreless. Kansas City and Atlanta also scoreless. Those 2 games just getting started. Middle of the 2nd down to Miami, bottom of the 1st in Atlanta. Castle ahead 1-2. From the chest, the right-hander kicks and deals, and this one's hacked foul into the netting. Cold night here in Ramland. I would say it probably felt pretty nice when the sun peeked through the clouds, but it didn't stay around very long. 1-2 pitch, hacked over to Bloss. Makes it look easy. Picks and throws, and the inning is over. Easton Castle, 19 pitches to retire the Dragons in the 4th. We head to the home 4th. Rams in front 7-1. Back after this on the Rams Sports Network.
Life moves fast, and the moments don't wait. The first steps, the first home, the dreams you work so hard for. Where you place your trust matters. At Members Choice Credit Union, we're here for every milestone. Through the hard days, the hopeful days, and everything in between. Your money, your future, your choice.
Ison's Cards and Collectibles, located at 214 Main Street in Old Russell, is your headquarters for sports collectibles, along with a huge selection of Funko Pop characters, from sports figures to novelty characters to choose from. Ison's also offers team apparel for pro and collegiate teams and has varsity team jackets available for all local teams with customization available. Ison's features several autographed jerseys for purchase with cards for every set available as well. Stop by Ison's Cards and Collectibles, located on 214 Main Street in Old Russell, and check them out on Facebook.
Bottom of the 4th inning, 7-1 Raceland. Do up this inning for the Rams. Davidson, Ison, and Cold Iron. As you see there on your screen, 3, 4, and 5. I got to give credit where credit is due. The graphic you see there on your screen and the do up, I totally stole that idea off of Netflix in the first game of the season they did under Netflix. That was the only thing in the game that I liked at all. The Yankees were playing, I hated that. The Giants were playing, I hated that. The graphics sucked. The commentators sucked. But that one graphic caught my eye, and I'm like, I think I'm going to try to see if I can make that. So You get ideas every once in a while. Here's Davidson. This one's going to be a tough play for Brown. He'll make the throw to first, but it's not in time, and Davidson with a 3-for-3 ball game here to start things off in the fourth with an infield single. Brown got a good jump on it. Davidson coming off of a good outing last time. Got the complete game win in the win over Morgan County. Now icing him with a pair of walks. Look what bat he has. He's got O'Trusty. Pitch misses upstairs. Throw down to second base. Not in time. Davidson swipes the bag. So now Ison with the yellow piece of lumber in hand. See if he trades places with Davidson on a ball into the outfield here. Looks at a pitch down and away, and it's 2-0. 1-1. He called that first pitch a strike. Holy moly. One and one. 2-1. See, this is where I miss Jacob in this little part of the game right here. He's too cold for him tonight, he said. The ball's in the pitch. There goes the runner. Ball struck out into left. And this one's over top of the left fielder's head and out to the center field wall. Ison's on his horse. He'll motor in with a stand-up RBI double. 8-1 Raceland. I told you. Oh, Trusty. Take that blue bat and throw it away. That yellow one has been on fire for him this season when he's used it. As he drives in the run. And now Kate Coldiron in. Coldiron a ground out and a strikeout. He did drive in a run his first time through. This one flies out, and his card flew out as well. His wristband card on his flipper, he swung, and it flipped up out of his wristband and landed at home plate. Here's the 1-1. Runner going, throw to third base is not in time. 2-1. Lane Hughes just said, look at the proper position of the umpire, not blocking home plate. Yeah, take advantage of that position, Lane, and see where he's standing. I was giving Lane a hard time the other night when he was here. He kept blocking our home plate view. This one's down and away, and it's 3-1. Jacob also just texted me. He said, I'm there in spirit. You're not here, my friend. You're at home in the Weenie Lounge is where you are. We were even indoors tonight. I mean, he couldn't come out. He said it was too cold. 3 balls and a strike to Ison. That was a called strike. Or, excuse me, to Coldiron. 3-2. LaPoole pauses and pitches. It's fouled straight back. Good at bat here by Coldiron. Runner at third, nobody out. 8-1 Rams. Coldiron goes down swinging on that one. One down in the frame.
Now batting for the Rams, the catcher, number 14.
So Braden King steps in Flew out his first time through. He was hit by a pitch his last time. I'm sorry? Oh, my mistake. I didn't see we had a pinch hitter here. That's all good. Help me out with his last name again. Riley? Thank you. Ethan Riley. Getting his first at-bat. Fouls this one away. One ball, two strikes. LaPole trying to wiggle out of the jam here in the home fourth. Little check swing, dribbler out in front of the plate. And Mr. Riley's going to pick up his first varsity hit that traveled about a total of 10 feet. Either way, and I think that's what the head coach for the Fairland Dragons is going to come out and ask and say, I think this ball hit him. He immediately came out of the dugout and went straight to our home plate umpire, James Powers. So our umpires meet in the middle, and they'll say the ball did not hit him, so it will be an infield single. The runner will stay at third base. So they're at the corners. And we'll get a courtesy runner over at first base. Or did we bring in King back into the ballgame to run? I can't see the runner at first base. That is Bush, okay. All right, Michael Pennington in. Top of the zone called strike. Ison at third, Bush at first, running for the pinch hitter of Riley. There goes Bush. This one's flared by Pennington. It's over top the right fielder's head. No, he made the catch. He reached up and grabbed it as he's running through. The runner will tag from third and come home. It'll go home as a sacrifice fly, and it's 9-1. Looking through the window, it's hard to see, and he made a heck of a catch out there. So Bush stays at first base as he was trying to steal on the play. And that will go home as a sacrifice fly. So Pennington drives in the run. And Floyd 0 for 1 with an RBI. He's ahead 2-0. 9-1 Rams. He represents the what would be enough for a game clincher if the Rams could go clean in the fifth and win this one in a run rule. There goes Bush. He got a great jump, and he's going to get in there on a very close play out at the bag and what turned into be a much closer play than it looked as what it was going to be. So the Rams with the runner in scoring position. Let's see if Floyd can get a pitch that he can turn on here on a 3-0 count. That one's in there for a called strike. Three and 1. Hayden Schaefer awaits. The pull lets this one fly. Misses upstairs, and Floyd's on base. with a 2-out walk. So the second time he comes to the plate, he gets on board in the second one. And Sam Lynn's going to re-enter the ball game as he'll run for Floyd over at first base. That is not a courtesy runner. That is a pinch runner, so that enters Lynn back in the ball game, and Floyd's night will be finished. So now Schaefer 0 for 2 steps in. 2 on and 2 out for the right fielder. LaPoole gets that one across for a cold strike. Top of the order of Gunnar Smith awaits. Bounces this one in and evens things up at 1-1. There goes the runner on a great jump. Nowhere close of getting Bush. He stole that one off of the pitcher. And they're going to say there was interference at the plate from Schaefer, so that's going to put both runners back. So it's obstruction is what the call is. Let's take a look at here on the Ice and Cards and Collectibles instant replay. That's exactly what happened. Schaefer stepped backward, and as he did, it caused the umpire to believe that it obstructed the throw toward third base from the catcher, Gillespie. So the pitch is ruled a ball, but both runners will return to first and second base due to the obstruction at home plate. Nice pitch there on the 2-1 pitch. Evening things at 2-2. Two pitch, hacked over to third. It's a foul ball, though. The only thing I'm questioning, though, is that on the obstruction, that should have been an out. The only thing I can be wondrous about is was there time requested before the runners broke? Because, again, if there was obstruction ruled, the batter should have been out due to the obstruction of the play. That's going to be the bullpen call now for the Dragons as LaPoole has thrown his 30th pitch of the ball game. So a new man to the mound. It looks like it's going to be the second baseman, Napier. We'll pause for the call to the bullpen and come back for more after this on the Ram Sports Network.
When you find yourself in the need of a lawyer, Blackburn Law should be your first phone call in your time of need. Specializing in bankruptcy, criminal law, family law, and worker disability, Blackburn Law can help guide you every step of the way. Blackburn Law is dedicated to providing exceptional legal services with a personalized touch. For more information, call 606-836-5435 or visit them online at blackburnlaw.net. With over 30 years of experience in representing clients to successful solutions, Blackburn Law is in your corner. That's Blackburn Law, a proud supporter of Raceland Athletics.
Life moves fast, and the moments don't wait. The first steps, the first home, the dreams you work so hard for. Where you place your trust matters. At Members Choice Credit Union, we're here for every milestone. Through the hard days, the hopeful days, and everything in between. Your money, your future, your choice.
Call to the bullpen as it'll be Aiden Napier that will take over for the visiting Dragons. Napier did not throw last year. We're going to take a look at the Ice Stars Collectibles instant replay on that last play that happened in which the runners were sent back. See, there was no time that was given. So I'm really confused of why the runners were sent back. Because, again, if it was deemed that the obstruction, I'll have to double check unless I'm misunderstanding what the rule is at that spot. This one's fouled away. Slow roller out to short. Brown's going to have a tough play. He'll let it go, but it's going to be an infield single for Schaefer. So Schaefer picks up his first hit of the ball game.
Now batting for the Rams.
And the bases are full as we go back to the top of the order.
Gunner Smith.
So Smith 2 for 3 today. Big opportunity here for the Rams in the frame. Bases loaded. Smith a bunt single his first time through, struck out and then singled on a ground ball to short. The count evens at 1-1. Two and one. Off the end of the bat and a foul ball. The count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes to the junior center fielder for the Rams. Bases full, 2 outs. 9-1 Rams here in the 4th. 2-2 pitch. This one's in the gap. That one's diving quickly, but a nice running catch. What a catch by Vaughnville out and left to take away extra bases and runs for the Rams here in the 4th. What a play by Vaughnville out and left to take away a well-hit ball by Gunner Smith. We've played 4. Raceland leads at 9-1. We're back after this on the Rams Sports Network.
Trust is something earned, not given. For over 90 years, KFB has built trust in your community. We believe our neighborhood is our responsibility. Through our quality service, innovative products, and local decision-making, we are committed to your financial success. Better financials lead to a better life. All with the Better Bank headquartered in Boyd County and serving the tri-state. KFB, the bank you trust and the community you love.
When Faith opened Ram Pharmacy, many said a pharmacy would never make it in Raceland. Too small, not enough traffic, not a prime location. But one man remembered the words, "If I be lifted up, I will draw all men to me." At Ram Pharmacy, you're more than a customer. We care about your mind, body, and soul, and there's no thing we wouldn't do to help you with your healthcare needs. Proud supporters of Raceland Elementary and the high school, go Rams, give God the praise, and do Curtis a favor, go to church on Sunday. Call 836-RAMS today. Ram Pharmacy, your friend for life.
We head to the 5th, top of the order this inning for the Dragons, who trail at 9-1. Brown, LaPoole, and Gillespie. Easton Castle starts things off on a pitch that gets up and away. Right-hander kicks and deals. Again, a kind of a lengthy inning. This one's fouled away. Here's the 2-1. Upstairs, 3-1. Ball 4. So a leadoff walk to Brown. Not the guy you want coming to the plate with base runners on board of Chase LaPoule, who's 2 for 2 with 2 doubles here today. Don't forget, we'll name our Rescue Pro Player of the Game at the conclusion of tonight's contest. Big thanks to our great friends at Rescue Pro for sponsoring our Player of the Game award. We can spotlight our great student athletes here at Raceland. The pool will back out and reset here. Nice pitch, just misses down. 1 ball and 1 strike. Dart to the outside corner. 1-2. Over to the right side. Pennington gobbles it up. Nice play there by Michael Pennington. 1 down in the inning. It'll move the runner out to second base, as that was the only play that Pennington had, but he made a dandy play on that one. So 1 down, and Gillespie steps in. He smacks this one back through the middle on a base hit. So he takes the first pitch he sees for Mr. Castle and turns it right back around. So runners at the corners now, and 1 down in the inning for Nolan Fleming. Fleming 0 for 2 today. Ground out and a fly out, both to the left side. He hits one that way, and it gets past Blosson into left field. It's going to be an RBI single and make it 9-2. So Cole Brown steps in. Brown 0 for 2 today. A line out to right on a running catch from Schaefer, and a ground out to third. I was going to say, if that's a strike, I'm blind. Listen, I've had some things that I've thought I've seen tonight and didn't see. So I'm not quick to judge either way. 2-0. The ball's in the pitch. Bottom half of the zone for a called strike, 2-1. Just low. Riley will keep that in front of him. Riley stays in the ballgame behind the dish, replacing King after he came in to hit for him. Nice job there by Riley to bring that one back in on a wild throw there by Castle that got well wide of the left-handed batter's box. And now Chris Hughes is going to come out and have a word with his pitcher. And the Rams on the road tomorrow for the first time this season, as they'll head down to Breathitt County for a twin bill. And then back here on Monday and Tuesday night next week for home games with West Carter and Sims Valley. They're also scheduled to play Portsmouth West on Thursday night. We will not have that game on the network if they do play. But again, if the weather holds as it's set up, even with turf, they're not going to play Thursdays. It's supposed to be rain most of the day. We'll see how it plays out, though. But then after that, we're back in action with the Rams all the way through the rest of the year. So Cyrus Cummings 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Bases covered in Dragons. A walk and a ground out. Pokes this one over on the right side. Schaefer drifting toward the line. He'll make the catch in foul territory. Here comes the throw toward the plate. It's going to be a good one, and they got him. What a throw from Aiden Schaefer. Kid with a gun, dial 911. What a throw from right field as Schaefer cuts him down at the plate. Wow. What an inning double play for the Rams to end the fifth. Time to stretch here at the ballpark. 9-2 Raceland. Back after this on the Rams Sports Network.
Since 1992, DSI has been serving their customers with quality products and affordable prices for 33 years. DSI offers a wide variety of gear for your favorite team and also offers wholesale and retail screen printing, embroidery, vinyl, and direct-to-film applications. DSI also welcomes your custom design for your team, business, or anything you may need. Have a vision? Let DSI's custom design team make that vision a reality. For over 30 years, DSI has been the trusted name for quality products and an affordable price. Check them out at 511 Greenup Avenue in Raceland or online at supertees.com. When joint and muscle pain slow you down, let Doc get your body realigned at Johnson Chiropractic. Dr. Shannon Johnson offers a wide variety of treatments from chiropractic care, corrective exercises, and electrical stimulation. Doc also offers DOT exams and drug screens. He also provides pre- and postnatal chiropractic services to help new mothers alleviate stress drug-free. To schedule an appointment, call 606-473-5151 or visit them online at drshannonjohnson.com. That's Johnson Chiropractic's proud supporter of Raceland Athletics.
We go to the bottom of inning number 5. Rams leading at 9-2. Bloss, Davidson, and Eisen 2, 3, and 4 due up this inning. I got to see that replay again. Unbelievable. That's as good as it comes. A ball drifting toward the line out and right. Schaefer makes the catch, kind of stumbles as he throws it toward the plate. And it was a dandy throw, and Riley took it off the one hop and hauled it in for the double play to end the inning. Stay tuned with us after the ball game. We'll check all the scoring and stats, highlights, and we'll name our Rescue Pro Player of the Game.
Now batting for the Rams, the third baseman, number 10.
So Landon Bloss will start us off. Struck out his first time through, singled up the middle, and then flew out to right to end the inning. And, nope, we're going to get a pinch hitter for him. So Caden Smith's going to get his first swing of the night. And his first swing of the season, to make it exact. He laces this one to right. Evans coming on, and he's not going to get there. So a leadoff single by Caden Smith. Now Brigham Davidson in.
The first baseman, number 12, Brigham Davidson.
Davidson this evening, 3 for 3. Singles to the left side and one back up the middle. Nice job there by Smith, recognizing the ball down as he'll move up to second base with a stolen base. Fouled straight back. 1-1. Nice pitch there on the outer half as Davidson looks at that one in as the count moves to 1-2. Smith out at second base. 2-2 pitch, swung on a miss as he comes in on the hands of Davidson and gets him for the first time tonight.
Now batting for the Rams, the shortstop, number 2, Parker Eisen.
So now Parker Eisen climbs in, 1-for-1. And he hits this one through the left side. Base hit. Gets which batty hit. It's with the old yellow trusty. It's going to be an RBI single, and it's 10-1 Raceland. I didn't even see the bat. I heard the click of it. I knew which bat he had.
Now batting for the Rams, the left fielder, number 7.
So Eisen represents the game, or no, he does not. Excuse me now. Kate Coldiron represents the game clinching run at the plate. So Eisen drives in his second run of the day. Coldiron 0 for 3 this evening. Eisen's going to swipe another bag. This one's going to go into shallow center field. He'll stay put out there at second base, though. Racing back-to-back games with 13 hits. One and one. Eisen getting a huge lead out there at second base. He gets another lead like that on this one, he'll go. Napier gives him a look, and there was nobody there as he does the inside spin move, which is a smart thing as a pitcher. Running back again as Eisen kept trying to time him up. Great patience by him to not get too quick to the plate. Coldiron awaits a 1-1 offering. There goes the runner. Here's a throw down to third, and it's not in time as Eisen will move up 90 feet on another stolen base by the senior shortstop. So the count moves to 2-1. Nice backhand pick there by Gillespie. 3-1 at the plate. This one struck out into left field, and that one dives down for a base hit. It'll be an RBI single for Kate Coldiron, and it's 11-2 Raceland. Nice job there by Coldiron, just keeping his hands inside and flipping that one over into left.
Number 14, Ethan Riley.
So Ethan Riley comes in. Had a hit his first time through tonight in a pinch hit duty and hit it about 10 feet. And was able to get on with it. So again, Coldiron represents the game-clinching run in the Mercy Run rule if the Rams can push him across. lot of attention to Mr. Cold Iron over there at first base. The Rams have pretty much run at will tonight. "13 stolen bases for the Rams this evening. Parker Eisen has 5 of them. Eisen's had a good evening at the plate as well. Single, a double, 2 runs driven in, 2 runs scored, a pair of walks. That's going to the backstop. That's going to be a pass ball on the catcher, as that one went right through the mid. And Cold Iron will move out to second base. Napier pauses and pitches. Dumps that one in there for a cold strike. And the Rams can walk this one off here with the runner at second base to score. Riley comes up empty on a good hack there. It's 2-2. Breaking ball hammered over toward the second base side. The pull will pick and throw, and there's 2 down. So we'll get a pinch hitter for Pennington here, as Bryden Bush will come on to swing. That's a balk. That's your ball game. The Rams are going to walk it off on a walk-off balk as Napier got tangled up on the top of the bump and stumbled. That's going to bring Cold Iron to the plate. The Rams are going to win this one in 5, 12-2. What an interesting way to end the ball game on a very awkward night at that. A walk-off balk, and the Rams move to 5-0 on the season. Stay tuned for the postgame show. We return after this on the Rams Sports Network.
Trust is something earned, not given. For over 90 years, KFB has built trust in your community. We believe our neighborhood is our responsibility. Through our quality service, innovative products, and local decision-making, we are committed to your financial success. Better financials lead to a better life, all with the Better Bank headquartered in Boyd County and serving the tri-state. KFB, the bank you trust and the community you love.
When you find yourself in the need of a lawyer, Blackburn Law should be your first phone call in your time of need. Specializing in bankruptcy, criminal law, family law, and worker disability, Blackburn Law can help guide you every step of the way. Blackburn Law is dedicated to providing exceptional legal services with a personalized touch. For more information, call 606-836-5435 or visit them online at blackburnlaw.net. With over 30 years in experience in representing clients to successful solutions, Blackburn Law is in your corner. That's Blackburn Law, a proud supporter of Raceland Athletics. When Faith opened Ram Pharmacy, many said a pharmacy would never make it in Raceland. Too small, not enough traffic, not a prime location. But one man remembered the words, "If I be lifted up, I will draw all men to me." At Ram Pharmacy, you're more than a customer. We care about your mind, body, and soul, and there's no thing we wouldn't do to help you with your healthcare needs. Proud supporters of Raceland Elementary and the high school, go Rams, give God the praise, and do Curtis a favor, go to church on Sunday. Call 836-RAMS today. Ram Pharmacy, your friend for life. Since 1992, DSI has been serving their customers with quality products and affordable prices for 33 years. DSI offers a wide variety of gear for your favorite team and also offers wholesale and retail screen printing, embroidery, vinyl, and direct-to-film applications. DSI also welcomes your custom design for your team, business, or anything you may need. Have a vision? Let DSI's custom design team make that vision a reality. For over 30 years, DSI has been the trusted name for quality products at an affordable price. Check them out at 511 Greenup Avenue in Raceland or online at supertees.com. Ison's Cards and Collectibles, located at 214 Main Street in Old Russell, is your headquarters for sports collectibles, along with a huge selection of Funko Pop characters from sports figures to novelty characters to choose from. Ison's also offers team apparel for pro and collegiate teams and has varsity team jackets available for all local teams with customization available. Ison's features several autographed jerseys for purchase with cards for every set available as well. Stop by Ison's Cards and Collectibles, located on 214 Main Street in Old Russell, and check them out on Facebook.
Life moves fast, and the moments don't wait. The first steps, the first home, the dreams you work so hard for. Where you place your trust matters. At Members Choice Credit Union, we're here for every milestone. Through the hard days, the hopeful days, and everything in between. Your money, your future, your choice.
When joint and muscle pain slow you down, let Doc get your body realign at Johnson Chiropractic. Dr. Shannon Johnson offers a wide variety of treatments from chiropractic care, corrective exercises, and electrical stimulation. Doc also offers DOT exams and drug screens. He also provides pre- and postnatal chiropractic services to help new mothers alleviate stress drug-free. To schedule an appointment, call 606-473-5151 or visit them online at drshannonjohnson.com. That's Johnson Chiropractic's proud supporter of Raceland Athletics.
No, we're not. You've lost your signal here. Yeah. Final score in this one, Raceland wins it 12-2 in 5 innings on a walk-off balk here in the victory to send the Rams to 5-0 on the season. Just a second, we'll have our Rescue Pro Player of the Game. Waiting for the graphic to get loaded up here. Just a second. We had a slight technical issue there. Oh, no, hang on. That is not it. Hang on. That is my mistake. We're going to have to wait just a second here. So I did everything right, getting ahead of myself, and then I forgot the most important part, the name. That is kind of a little bit of an issue, you know. But it's okay. We can get it in here really quickly, and we'll be good to go. But a good win by the Rams here this afternoon and evening. They got some things going, got some good pitching out of their 8th graders, and comes out here with a victory before heading on the road for the first time this season when they'll go down to Breathitt County tomorrow and play a doubleheader against Breathitt County and Estill County. And then back here on Monday and Tuesday against West Carter and Sims Valley. And then getting ready to head off to the beach. Almost got it here. Hang on just a second. Good catch, Mr. Producer. All right, here we go. Our Rescue Pro Player of the Game, Parker Ison. Heck of a ball game by him today. 2 for 2, a double, 5 stolen bases. He drove in a pair of runs. And, again, another solid outing by him out at shortstop. He has made some unbelievable plays this year, and he just kind of makes it business as usual. Again, he goes back to old trusty, the yellow bat, and what's he do? He comes up and rakes in an RBI. So, but congratulations to Parker Ison. He is our Rescue Pro Player of the Game here in game number 5 of the Raceland's 12-2 win over Fairland. All right, let's take a look at our replays here in this one as we'll look at our highlights throughout, our box scores, and get ready to wrap things up here on a cold night in Ramland as the Rams head off onto the road for the first time in this season. Started things off early as Fairland tried to get on the board, but Aiden Schaefer runs one down out in the outfield side. That was a nice play for him, but was not the best of the night. You'll see it coming up a little bit later on this evening. Fairland was held to 5 hits in the ball game, 2 of those from Chase LaPoule, who had doubles in his first 2 at-bats. But Carson Clay, the 8th grader, goes 3 innings, 3 hits, a run. He struck out 3, walked 2 for the victory. Easton Castle comes in 2 innings of relief, 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned. He walked 3, did not strike out a batter, but not a bad outing by the 2 8th graders here tonight as they lift Raceland to a victory. LaPoule was the only man with double-digit hits, 2 hits or more in the ball game, as Gillespie, Fleming, and Pine, the other 3 hits collected by the visiting Dragons this evening. Raceland was led by Brigham Davidson's 3 for 4 evening. He was 3 for 3 in his first at-bats. 2 hit nights for Gunnar Smith, Parker Eisen, and then Davidson, Eisen, and Cade Coldiron, drive in a pair of runs for the Rams here this evening. The Rams swiped 13 bases to my last account. Let me double check here. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, unless I've counted wrong. So, again, you've seen a lot of highlights there of the Rams swiping a lot of bases. 14 hits by the Rams tonight as they win this one by a final score of 12-2. Final box score looks like this for Fairland. 2 runs, 5 hits, 1 error, 7 runners left on base. For the Rams, 12 runs, 14 hits, 1 error. They also left 7 runners on base. 2 hours and 3 minutes to decide this one. It's win number 5 on the season by the Raceland Rams. Hat tip to my crew tonight. My executive producer is Trey Collier. Camera operator was Felicia Collier. Great job by both of them here tonight. And a big thanks to Marty Mills and his crew. That's it for us tonight. 12-2, Rams win it. I'm James Carr saying so long from Raceland. All games airing on the Rams Sport Network are streaming live and archived on the Rams Sports Network YouTube channel. This has been a presentation of the Rams Sports Network. Good night, everyone.